"I'll be home early," he said. "I can't wait to have dinner with you," he said. You thought bitterly as you sat on the couch in front of your television, lazily scrolling through your channels. While your eyes were focused on the screen, your mind was elsewhere completely. It was thinking about the food that had gone cold on the dining table at the other end of the room. The numerous texts on your end that had blue ticks but you knew were unread, and the bitter thought that perhaps he'd forgotten yet again. You sighed deeply, closing your eyes and tossing the remote control onto the coffee table. The device hit a stack of magazines you never bothered to throw away before it bounced off and flopped to the ground with a thud. You heard the noise coming from the TV changed abruptly, and you didn't bother to open your eyes. Just from the background music, you could tell it was one of those popular hero gossip networks or something. As the host yammered on about something All Might did, you considered giving Aizawa a call. Your fingers brushed against the fabric of the couch, but stopped when you touched your phone. You pulled your hand away, deciding against it. He must have been busy if he couldn't even reply to your text. Maybe, you thought, opening your eyes just to stare at the ceiling above. I'll just drop him another text and call it a night. Yeah, I'll do that. You picked your phone up and unlocked it, only to be greeted by a wall of messages you've been sending for the past 2 hours, read but unread. To Shota, 7:34 p.m. I made curry rice. To Shota, 8:12 p.m. Are you gonna be home soon? I want to cuddle after we eat. To Shota, 8:46 p.m. I'm super hungry, but I'll wait for you. To Shota, 9:23 p.m. Hey, I know you're busy, so I'll stop here. I'll leave your dinner in the fridge in case you're hungry. Good night. You squinted at the screen in your hands as you typed up your last message, wondering if you worded your text too moodily when your ears picked up the voice of the excited host on TV. With our new highly advanced drones, we're able to capture him in action. What the fuck? You thought, tearing your eyes away from your phone. Your interest in such programs peaked for the first time. What kind of invasive bullshit? Your eyes widened dramatically when the footage cut to the one and only Eraserhead weaving through buildings at breakneck speed. The live broadcast was shaky and the resolution wasn't the best, but you knew it was your partner the moment he appeared on screen. The host continued rambling on about how exclusive the video was, but you couldn't care less. From the day you met him, you knew how much he hated being in the spotlight. He needed your help. Scanning the screen more carefully, you took note of the street towards which he was headed before you closed your eyes and took a deep breath. You snapped your fingers, activating your quirk. You felt the familiar sensation of being pulled in all directions as you directed all of your focus on keeping your eyes shut. The last time you opened them, things didn't end well for you, but this was a different story for another time. A few more seconds passed, and you yelped when you felt your butt hit the hard concrete pavement. You quickly scrambled to your feet and looked around desperately, feeling your shoulders relax when you realized you were in the right place. If the supermarket is towards this way, then... You turned around. He must be coming from the left. The sounds of reporters yelling and cameras clicking proved your hypothesis correct. You glanced up at the sky and watched as Aizawa swung in your direction. Seeing it up close, you could tell he wasn't even reaching his fastest speed traveling with the binding cloth. But considering how fragile streetlights and street signs could be, his carefulness made sense. Raising your arms up when he got closer, you waved them around frantically. Hey! I was waiting for you at home, asshole! You yelled at the top of your lungs, smirking when Aizawa lost his grip on the binding cloth for a second. You shut your eyes and prepared to activate your quirk the moment he started descending, and trusted that from past experience he would remember to close his eyes too. Kitten! You heard him speak in front of you as his large hand grabbed your arm. Out of your desperation to escape the press, and a tiny bit of pettiness, you teleported the both of you away before he could finish speaking. Once again, you felt the pulling, but it was always less intense when you did it with him. When you were home, you opened your eyes and waited for your ass to hit the ground like it always did. But instead, you felt 2 arms wrap around you, swiftly and firmly. Aizawa pulled you into his chest, the one hand reaching up to hold the back of your head tenderly.
I'm sorry I'm late, kitten.
He sighed, before pressing a kiss to the crown of your head. You simply closed your eyes and relished in the warm, fuzzy feeling you got every time he kissed you.
I don't know how they got me.
It's okay, you hummed, pulling your head away from his body before tilting it upwards so that your eyes met his tired ones.
No, it's not.
Aizawa's eyes glanced behind you where the dining area was.
You sounded really upset in your text, especially the last one. You didn't use any exclamation marks.
But you call me childish for using them, though. You pouted indignantly, dropping it as soon as you felt his fingers brush through your hair. Hey, your eyebrows furrowed. I thought I didn't send that last one. It was before I found out what happened, so don't worry about— Aizawa cut you off by capturing your lips with his. You felt your heart skip a beat as your eyes fluttered shut, your fingers splayed out against his clothed chest.
As much as I love hearing your voice, kitten, he purred, I'm starving. Let's eat, and I'll cuddle you if you want.
The device hit the stack of magazines you never bothered to scroll, flopped onto the ground with a thud, and there's an ambulance.
Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police! It's the Rock remix!
He must have been busy if he couldn't even respond, only to be greeted by the I made curry fries, but I'll wait for you.
Ooh, what in the name of prepubescent voice crackery?
When your ears picked up at the voice of the voice of the ooh, what's an excited TV voice? Let's make up some news to get into the mood of a news voice. News, real news, newsy news with News Newserson. My name is News Newserson. I was born into a family of news reporters. Whenever we sat at the dinner table, my father always encouraged us to use our news voices. It runs in the family.
So news, how was your day?
Well, Dad, they served chicken nuggets at lunch today, with a side of chocolate milk. The french fries were soggy and questionable, but I did my best to hold them down, because I know that it's your job to provide for our family. Therefore, it's my job to choke down the disgusting lunch that's served at my disgusting private school that you somehow managed to put me in. Dad, I didn't want to go to a high school specialty center majoring in broadcast journalism. I wanted to be a doctor. But of course, as you tell me every single day, my personal dreams and aspirations have nothing to do with myself. That's all for today, Dad. I'll go back to loathing you in silence. Oh, right. More news at 11. That got really deep. That was like a lot. Are you okay, News Newserson? If you made it this far, please use the hashtag #PrayForNewsNewserson in the comments below to show your respects.